Hi guys, welcome to the today's session of design and analysis of algorithms. In this session, we are going to discuss about breadth first search. Already we discussed about depth first search in our previous session. This is one more application of decrease and conquer. So in this session, we are going to discuss about breadth first search. So first of all, we are going to know what is depth first search and what are the different steps involved, and what the data structure that we can use, and an example problem that we are going to see how the depth first searching is done in case of a tree or a graph. Right. So coming to breadth first search, it is an algorithm used to traverse or search a tree or a graph data structure. It is an algorithm which is used to traverse or search a tree or a graph data structure. So we already see that in case of depth first search, the search goes as deep as possible along each branch before backtracking. But in case of breadth first search, it explores the neighboring nodes at the present depth prior to moving on to the next depth level. So before moving to the next depth level, it visits all the neighbors. The main idea of breadth first search is to visit all the neighbors at a particular depth level before moving to the nodes at the next depth level. This is implemented using a queue data structure to manage the order of the node of traversals. Now we need to see what the different steps involved in depth first search. So first we need to select a starting node. Select a starting node to begin the traversal or search. Generally, if it is a tree, we will select the tree. We will select the root node of the tree. Or if it is a graph, we will select any of the vertex which is present. Any random vertex we can select. So the next step is enqueue the starting node. First, we need to enqueue the starting node. That is, we need to place the node into the queue. So whichever the starting node we selected, that is placed into the queue. So we need to mark the node as visited. For the starting node we selected, we need to make it as marked. Next, we need to go for adjacencies for that node in the same depth level. So we need to find, or we need to explore all the adjacent nodes of the current node or unvisited neighbors. Which are the unvisited neighbors at the same depth level. So after that, enqueue all unvisited neighbors also. We need to place them into the queue. Next, dequeue a node. A node can be dequeued from the front of the queue. Right. So these the steps from 4 to 6 are to be repeated till the queue is empty. So we need to continue the process until all nodes are visited. Right. Now our breadth first search algorithm traverses a graph in a breadthward motion and uses a queue to remember to get the next vertex, which is to be visited. Right. Now here you can see the example. In this example, so we have taken a graph. Now in this graph, we selected the vertex S as the starting vertex. Now here we need to select the unvisited vertices in the first depth level of S. The unvisited vertices are A, B, C. So first the BFS algorithm traverses A, B, C. Then it goes to the next depth level. It traverses the nodes which are present in the next depth level, which are D, E, F. And finally, it traverses to the next depth level, which is G. So first it visits the vertices which are present in the same depth level. First, this is level 0, let us say. This is level 1, let us say. And this is level 2. And this is level 3. So first it visited the vertex which is present in level 0. Next it goes to visit the adjacent vertices which are present in level 1. Next it goes to visit the adjacent vertices, adjacent unvisited vertices which are present in the next level. So here, suppose if it is not adjacent, we cannot visit this. If it is not adjacent to this, we cannot visit this. So definitely it should be adjacent and it should be unvisited. Right. and it goes to the next depth level. Like that, the visiting is to be done. Now let us see the rules that we are defining here. Rule 1 is visit the adjacent unvisited vertex, mark it as visited and display it and insert it in a queue. If no adjacent vertex is found, then remove the vertex from the queue. Repeat rule 1 and rule 2 until the queue is empty. These 3 rules are to be repeated while we are going for implementing breadth first search. Now here I am going to play a small video how this breadth first search works. See the video and try to understand that. Right. I hope that you've seen the video and you understand how it works. Now we are going to see an example for this depth first search. Breadth first search. Now here in this first we are going to initialize an empty queue. So first we will select a vertex. So we are selecting S as the vertex, starting vertex. Now we need to make S as visited, and we need to we need to enqueue it into the queue. So A is placed into the queue. So next we need to find the adjacent unvisited vertices for S. So here we have 3 adjacent vertices for S. The 3 adjacent vertices are A, B, C. Since A is alphabetically first, we need to choose A and we need to enqueue this A and then we need to mark it as visited. So next in the same depth level, so it is having another adjacent vertex. So that's why the another adjacent vertex B is selected. We need to make it as marked and we need to place it into the queue. Right. Now, so next we see another unvisited vertex which is present in the same depth level. So we need to make it as visited and mark it as visited and we need to place it into the queue. Right. Now, next we need to select the next vertex which is connected, which is present in the next depth level. Now here in the next depth level, the adjacent vertex for A is D. So D is marked and marked as visited and D is enters into the queue. Now we need to dequeue the queue. So in the same order, when we are dequeuing the queue, we will get the order as S, A, B, C, D. So this is the order of breadth first search. Right. So we already seen the same example for depth first searching. So what is the order there? S, A, B, and C. This is the order of visiting of vertices in case of depth first searching. But this is the order of visiting the vertices in case of breadth first search. Right. So I hope that you all understood how that breadth first search works and how depth first search works and how these two are differed with each other. So for knowing the difference only, I given the same example for both methods. So I hope that you all understood. Thank you for listening. Thank you.